Previously on Started Up, the Student Entrepreneurs Bootcamp in Cape Town saw elevator pitches from Australia, Finland, India, Pakistan, the Philippines, and Brazil. Some really impressed the judges.
He has a real business, he's been reacting and he's solving real problems. I love this kid.
It was extremely emotional. I had a tear in my eye, actually.
Connection before content, the personal story, that's the power.
And a real positive impact on society as well.
While others did not progress to the next round.
Sorry, it's the end of the road for you.
I didn't make it, but I'm really happy that I was able to present my story here in this competition.
Now, students from Panama, the US, Mexico, South Africa, Canada, Kenya, and Saudi Arabia are out to impress the judges in the hope of moving on to the next round and closer to winning their share of $100,000 US. First up, Andrea from Panama.
Hello, my name is Andrea Gomez. I am 23. I was born in the US, but I grew up in Bogota, Colombia. That's where I'm coming from. I studied biomedical engineering and biology. I saw the opportunity and I thought it was great that GSEA is focusing specifically on student entrepreneurs. I never thought I would end up being an entrepreneur. I always thought of being a scientist and a researcher, but through biomedical engineering, I ended up getting to know innovation. And I realized with time and with my research experience that the best way to take innovation and make it have a real impact, like outside in the real world, is through entrepreneurship. I'm definitely nervous about the pitch. I wouldn't say it's new to me now, but it's definitely something that I always have to get my mindset ready for.
Andrea, congratulations on being a contestant here.
Thank you very much.
And welcome to the Started Up. Your elevator pitch starts now.
Great. Well, vaginas are extraordinary. Not only they help us engage in pleasurable sex, but they bring humans to life, and they even clean themselves. Hello, my name is Andrea Gomez, and I come from Bogota, Colombia. I am 23 and a biomedical engineer, but I've been an innovator at heart since I was a kid. As I grew older, science turned into my drive, and I've been to create a device that can change the lives of over 1 billion women every year, one test at a time. Nowadays, I'm an award-winning innovator, having worked in top labs in the US and France, and engaging in global health projects with the National Geographic and the Nature Conservancy. This taught me that science should serve people, not just exist in labs. But the journey hasn't always been easy. My family comes from the region of Colombia most affected by guerrillas and forced displacement. This exposed me firsthand to the nationwide inequalities that exist in healthcare access. What's even worse, I learned through my own life experiences that this is especially severe for the case of women's health, as still dismissed, overlooked, and underfunded. That is why I decided to take my skills as a scientist to become a social impact entrepreneur. Today, I'm the co-founder and CEO of Selva, where we're revolutionizing vaginal health. Selva is the only product in the market that can differentiate between fungal and bacterial infections accurately. It is a 2-in-1 diagnostic test kit to differentiate vaginal infections. Through a simple colorimetric change, Selva can help women understand their bodies and make informed decisions about their health. This way, we are bridging a huge healthcare access gap by taking reliable, accessible diagnostics directly to women. And through Started Up, we hope to connect with a community that values real impact to support us in our coming clinical trials phase, and also to prioritize women's health, finally. So if you have a vagina, or you know someone with a vagina, join us. Well, it went very well. I'm very happy with my results, and I'm here, which is amazing. It's crazy. I would have never thought of it.
I'm a marketer at heart, and so ending with "if you have a vagina or know someone who does," I mean, classic line. That's a way to be memorable.
On the other hand, I'm amazed about the potential of the business to impact people, especially women, all around the world.
She shows her character, being a leader and be an entrepreneur. So that was very strong.
Andrea had certainly made an impression, but was it enough for a spot in the next round? Time will tell, as Vienna from the United States of America made her way to the stage.
I'm sure you're all prepared. Take a deep breath.
Hello, everyone. My name is Vienna Sparks. I'm the co-founder and CEO of MapLab. I grew up in Bangkok, Thailand for about 6 years. I went to middle and high school there before coming over to the United States, where I'm studying at Columbia University, the double major in biochemistry and economics. I have a lot of founder friends, particularly in the Northeast and the States, that could not recommend GSEA and EO more highly, both from the founder friends they met along the way and the mentors and all of the great, incredible experiences that they had. So when we saw those applications open up, we knew it was a must-do. Super excited. I've been practicing a lot, so excited to put my skills to the test.
2 years ago, I walked into my chemistry lab during my very first semester of college, looking for my lab partner Cassie's familiar face. However, Cassie wasn't there. When I inquired about why, I was hit with the reality that would change my life forever. That Cassie had overdosed due to laced drugs, and it cost her her life. But that pain and suffering I felt after losing Cassie wasn't the first time I felt those feelings. Growing up in Bangkok, Thailand, by the age of 17, I'd lost 3 of my close friends due to laced drugs and spiked drinks. However, I knew it didn't have to be this way. Current testing products on the market lack accuracy and comprehensibility. Here at MabLab, we seek to change that by building the world's first 501 rapid test capable of detecting the 5 most common deadly substances in laced drugs and spiked drinks. Our tests deliver results with 400 times better accuracy than the closest competitor in a matter of seconds. And to date, we've secured $110K in sales, selling B2B to student health services, harm reduction centers, and local government agencies. Additionally, we have scaling partners already lined up with Walgreens, CVS, and Live Nation, which oversees 70% of music festivals in the States. We also just closed our first international partner in Canada. I'm also a 5 times previous founder, with my last startup scaling over 70,000 active users and making a successful exit. Throughout all of those experiences, as well as my experience here at GSEA, I've had really incredible learning experiences. So together, let's end all overdoses from laced drugs so no one has to lose their Cassie like I did. Thank you.
Thank you, Vienna.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Vienna.
I think it went well. It was pretty great. I'm super excited to be here, so really excited to see how it turns out.
That was a really intriguing presentation, and clearly she has a business. I mean, you see who her customers are. I just didn't quite understand the mechanics of the business.
She stuck to the emotional story maybe too much.
Next in, Santiago from Mexico.
My name is Santiago Fernandez del Castillo. I'm 25 from Mexico City, Mexico. I finished my degree in data science in December. I'm finishing my degree in applied mathematics next week. I didn't see myself as an entrepreneur. I don't know what did I see myself as. I think I've been discovering myself along this journey. After GSEA, I know I want to continue being an entrepreneur. I'm nervous because, well, I'm facing really exciting projects, really exciting people. So I'm nervous of what's going to happen, but shyness is not a factor now, no. I fell in love with football watching the 2010 World Cup played in South Africa. I didn't know it then, but I was witnessing the strongest force of unity, passion, and expression there is, soccer. I'm Santiago Fernandez, 25, from Mexico City. I studied applied mathematics and data science, and although I was never good enough to play soccer professionally, I made it into the industry through my skill and passion. What started as a project in school with my friends turned into a company, Penta, where we help soccer clubs take smart decisions through data and not emotions. From scouting undervalued players to optimizing tactics and building smarter rosters, we are helping clubs, like for example our client, the biggest club in Mexico, and we have recently partnered with Opta, the biggest data provider in the world, to scale our solution. But this isn't just about football. In every area, there's bias. Like in business, where we often only reward the last man, the goal scorer, overlooking the team behind them. We're challenging that. I also co-founded ISAC, Latin America's biggest sport tech congress, where we have remained 100% free and have helped students land jobs at FIFA and other top sport organizations. And I'm the youngest professor at my university, fulfilling the dream of teaching a course I myself designed. But none of this has been easy. Convincing clubs to trust young students, building a company with friends, and turning data into goals, we've had to fight every step of the way. And that's why I'm here. I want to grow with EO, learn from this wonderful community, and scale up not only a company, but myself. Soccer has taught me that everything is possible. I want to level the playing field for all, not only soccer organizations and soccer players, but every industry where data has the power to bring better and fairer outcomes for everyone.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, it went great. Super exciting.
What really got me was that his business started off to solve one problem. He solved another problem and then solved another problem. That was entrepreneurship. Like it sounded like he had 3 or 4 businesses going. Like there was so much there.
And with his age, the moment he started talking about his business, his faces. Wow.
You can see the passion.
Yeah.
Which of these students impressed you with their elevator pitches? Rate who you think is the most likely to succeed as an entrepreneur by commenting below. Coming up, students from South Africa, Canada, Saudi Arabia, and Kenya take to the stage with their elevator pitches, and the judges reveal who will move on to the next round. Started Up is brought to you by EO, the Entrepreneurs Organization, a global community for ambitious founders and business owners everywhere. Students of Started Up stay in Cape Town courtesy of the Home Suite Hotel Sea Point, a stylish full-service boutique hotel, offering easy access to Cape Town's best attractions, as well as a rooftop pool, dog-friendly spaces, and an elevated sleep experience. It's the elevator pitch challenge on Started Up. And next up to impress the panel was Mustafa from Saudi Arabia, who will be competing virtually.
So it's time for your elevator pitch, and your time starts now.
I used to fake being sick just to escape class. Not because I hated learning, but because the system never taught me my way. Hi, I'm Mustafa Al-Khamis. I'm a medical student from Saudi Arabia and the co-founder of Business Nukhba. Growing up, traditional schooling often left me overwhelmed and struggling to keep pace. But instead of giving up, I took a risk. I started skipping classes so that I can study in my own way. Surprisingly, my grades improved dramatically, and this taught me that education should adapt to learners and not the other way around. Driven by this experience, I made a bold decision. I paused my clinical years to build something meaningful. But stepping away from the expected path wasn't easy, so I sought guidance and pursued mentorships. I also shared my ambitions and fears with my family and community, and gaining their support became a pillar in my journey. Today, Business Nukhba provides software to educational organizations that allows them to offer learning content and clearly see each student's strengths and weaknesses. We've collaborated with over 50 organizations, and in less than a year, we've increased our revenue 4 times from $50,000 to $60,000. But what inspires me most is our ongoing project of helping 10,000 low-income students to improve their test scores and enabling them to join vocational training programs that leads them directly to stable jobs. So, if you believe, like I do, that education must empower rather than restrict, let's connect.
Thank you, Mustafa.
Thank you.
Even though I was a little concerned about not having a stage presence, I think it went very well, it went very smooth. Really feeling confident. I think I got across the judges, and I'm really excited to hear the elevator pitch announcement.
I really love his presentation because I was a student. I didn't like following the class. So I was always escaping and studying myself.
Yeah, I would have, though, liked to have learned a little bit more about the uniqueness of his education. You know, what was unique? What was his USP?
So I thought he had quite a strong product, and there are a lot of children that are really struggling with traditional education. So I think it's got legs.
Mustafa was done. And next to Mishu from South Africa.
My name is Dumi Tobejane. I'm from South Africa in Katlehong. I study biomedical technology at the Vaal University of Technology. And I'm a co-founder and a CEO of Foodable. I decided to enter this competition as a purpose-driven entrepreneur who was looking for a global platform for growing my business. I thought I have it under control until I saw my competitors. I was a bit intimidated, but I'm trying to channel my energy into doing the best I can.
Are you ready? Okay.
Every night, good food gets tossed out while someone goes to bed hungry. What if we could change that? Good day, everyone. My name is Dumi Tobejane. I'm a 25-year-old social entrepreneur from South Africa. And I bring hope by feeding people instead of garbage bins. You see, growing up, my parents used to tell me to finish my plate because others are starving. Few years down the line, when my father lost his job, that's when I could truly understand what they meant. Food isn't just about nutrition. It's about dignity, survival, and hope. A social enterprise called Foodable was born from that realization. We partner with fast food restaurants to turn their surplus ingredients into affordable meals using an innovative 3D printed cashless token system. For just $2.20, companies and individuals buy these tokens, and those in need redeem them for fresh quality meals at any of our participating restaurants. Our restaurants get to save on disposal expenses and earn additional revenue, and we charge them 25% commission fee for each token sold, helping us sustain our model. We've already partnered with local restaurants, sold hundreds of tokens, supported communities and businesses, proving that this model truly works. And with your support, we can turn it into a national movement. Together, we can turn waste into hope. One token, one meal, one life at a time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The judges' reactions gave me hope.
I like her business, and actually one of my friends doing in Japan already.
What I would like to recognize about this lady is the way she approached the problem by mentioning food, it is a matter of dignity, and that really impacted me.
Next in, Bronwen from Canada.
Hello.
Welcome, Bronwen.
Hi, my name is Bronwen Bridges. I am the CEO and co-founder of Pregmaclin and a PhD pharmacy candidate at Memorial University in the East Coast of Canada. I'm back again. I was a participant here last year as well, competing in Cape Town. And I think that over the past year, there's been a lot of personal growth and business growth that I felt it was a good opportunity for me to come back and compete and show all the progress and growth that I've had.
Imagine a world where healthcare systems are failing our most vulnerable populations. Well, time and time again, this is happening. My name is Bronwen Bridges, and I am the CEO and co-founder of Pregmaclin. I'm also a PhD pharmacy candidate studying Parkinson's disease. But today, I'm not just here as a scientist or an entrepreneur, but I'm here because my mission is deeply personal. At the age of 14, I experienced a very traumatic event, resulting in a diagnosis of PTSD at a very young age. But I took this and used it as fuel for my mission to be able to make sure that no patients had to feel invisible again in the healthcare system. And then in grad school, I met Gord, a gentleman who had just been diagnosed with Parkinson's disease and felt unheard in an outdated and slow system. So together, we thought of an idea on how we could improve neurological care globally, and that's where Pregmaclin began. We've created PRIMS, an AI-powered real-time assessment tool. It collects motor assessment data using depth cameras. That means no wearables, no guesswork, real objective measurements so that clinicians can actually dive into a patient and individual's care pathway, and a patient can feel seen from across the globe. Doesn't matter if they're in an urban setting or rural and remote areas. We have global traction through government funding, global access to programs, as well as filing an international patent. And now we're currently validating our technology in over 3 continents, because the most important part to us is to ensure that access to healthcare has no borders. I am not the tech expert, but I've built a team around me that has allowed me to experience both academia and entrepreneurship together so that I can make bold risks and have big dreams while I learn and grow. And so I ask you, does healthcare have to always come through innovation of big cities and through big institutions, or a small sandbar on the East Coast of Canada? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. It was a little nerve-wracking, big stage, but I think overall it went well.
This is her 3rd time. That is resilience. That's what entrepreneurship is about, not giving up. The fact that she's here again and presenting shows so much growth.
Yeah, and the fact that she was able, I mean, you could tell because, I mean, how she sort of run those 2 minutes, we were able to really understand the business, understand her, the specifics of the business, very, very clear.
The judges have seen 18 impressive elevator pitches. Now just one student remained before we move on to the next task. And the final student was Olivia from Kenya.
My name is Olivia Ward. I'm a 25-year-old student from Nairobi, Kenya. I'm currently studying at African Nazarene University. My major is International Business Management, and I'm in my final year. I decided to take part in the GSEA competition because I love innovation, I love entrepreneurship, I love solving problems. Well, I've been preparing, but of course you can't be prepared too much, so definitely I'm nervous, but I'm confident in myself and I believe I'll do well.
How many more industrial workers must continue to suffer the consequences of dangerous chemicals before we decide enough is enough? My name is Olivia Ward and I'm so proud to represent Kenya. And my background is in leather science and business administration. Exactly 4 years ago, I lost my uncle. He had worked in the leather industry for over 3 decades to lung cancer as a result of breathing in the toxic chemicals used during leather tanning. But I realized he was not alone. According to WHO, 90% of all leather tannery workers across the world won't live past the age of 50 as a result of breathing in toxic chemicals. Leather production as it exists today is a death sentence to many people. Secondly, did you know that producing one leather bag requires 18,000 liters of water? Yet, in the world today, 2 billion people still don't have access to clean water. This is completely unacceptable. At Econasi, we take pineapple pulp waste and convert it into a natural alternative to leather that reduces water use by 97%, eliminates toxic waste, and saves on production cost and time. Compared to traditional leather that stiffens and cracks over time, our material maintains its softness and flexibility even after repeated use. It can be customized into different textures, colors, and patterns. The true cost of leather's legacy was losing my uncle. But with your help, we can rewrite that legacy. Purchase Econasi leather and help us create a legacy that protects lives and preserves resources. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Olivia.
I was really anxious, but I'm just glad I'm just like it's over. So yeah, we're just looking forward to the results and we all did our best. So yeah.
In this case, I find Olivia pretty balanced. The why, the how, and the what. And especially the what, it was pretty clear for me.
The product has legs though, right? It's something that we need in the world. And when she talked about water and conservation, I think it's something that could definitely scale.
7 student entrepreneurs all dream of moving on to the next round. But who will make the cut? And who will be heading home? Find out after this. Judges for Started Up stay in Cape Town courtesy of the Home Suite Hotel Station House, a modern apart hotel in the heart of Sea Point, offering a home-away-from-home experience with high-end finishes, co-working spaces, and premium amenities, while offering easy access to Cape Town's best attractions.
It's been such an inspiring day. I've really enjoyed listening to all the pitches and getting to know the different businesses and students from around the world. But it's come to that time where we're going to have to cut a few of them. The part of the job that I really don't like. Are we ready to do it?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Ready.
Are you ready?
So when we call your name, please step forward. Okay? Andrea, step forward. Congratulations, you are through.
I did not expect that. I am so surprised. Like I'm still processing, I think.
Vienna, please step forward. You are through to the next round. Congratulations.
Good news, made it to the next round. So super excited.
Santiago, you are unfortunately not going through the next round.
Well, thank you.
Not going through. Well, next time.
Tamisha, please step forward. You've got to spend more time with us. Congratulations, you're through to the next round.
Bronwen and Olivia, just two of you are left. One of you has made it through, and for the other one, this will be the end of the road. Olivia, can you step forward? You are through to the next round. Congratulations. Thank you very much for joining us. We hope to see you back again at Started Up, and we wish you well with your business. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sad. It's okay. It was fun while it lasted.
Mustafa, unfortunately, you are not through to the next round, but we wish you well in your entrepreneurial journey.
Do you agree with who the judges chose so far? Let us know by commenting below. Next time on Started Up, the top 12 student entrepreneurs take on their second task, an intimidating one-on-one interview with each judge.
It was very tough the last round, but yesterday working with my mentor, he really helped me get my trust and my confidence back.
5 minutes is rather rare to get when a panel like this is actually judging us on a global platform.
Today is gonna be a little like a speed dating.
I need to know, who am I dealing with?
It's a very high-stake interview because it will determine who gets to the final 6, and I'm really looking forward to carry the global champion title.
If these student entrepreneurs inspired you, don't forget to hit the like button and then make sure you subscribe to see more.